Every time you think there's been progress in the standoff between Greece and its partners in the eurozone, you're back to square one again. The Greek Finance Minister Yanis Varoufakis has just delivered this letter to his colleagues in the Eurogroup saying, we want a 6-month extension on our programme. We'd like 6 months more of the money, please. And everybody thought, my goodness, they're backing down, they're actually going to do a deal. But Germany says it's not good enough. Germany doesn't believe that Athens is yet real about the reform programme it's going to put in place if they're given more money. They think that Mr. Varoufakis and the Prime Minister, Alexis Tsipras, want to have their cake and eat it. So we're back to square one. Well, of course, like any other European negotiation, this one will go to the line. Greece is very close to running out of money. The programme ends on February the 28th. They've really got to do a deal this week if it's going to then be approved to go to the other parliaments in the eurozone and get approval so that the money can be paid out. Now, this is all very well, but what's happened to European solidarity? Don't the Greeks deserve a bit more slack? They've been through 4 years of really vicious austerity. They've really had a soaring unemployment rate. Isn't it time that the others just coughed up? Well, the trouble is, I think, that Mr. Tsipras and Mr. Varoufakis and the Syriza party that just won the Greek elections have started off rather badly in their negotiations. They've let it be told in Athens and really told around the world that the problem is all in Germany. Germany is putting all the force of austerity on them, whereas in fact it's all the Eurogroup finance ministers who are very cautious about being too generous with the new Greek government. Because it's not just the northerners, like Germany, like Finland, like the Netherlands, who are very tough and want the Greeks to get their spending under control. It's also the other countries in Europe that have already done their programmes, that have already really had the austerity at home. There's Spain, there's Portugal, there's Ireland. None of them want to be fantastically generous to a populist party, a left-wing party like Syriza, when they've got exactly the same problem back home. In Spain, it's Podemos. In Ireland, it's Sinn Féin. They could be a real electoral threat if the voters suddenly thought, let's vote for the hard left and we'll get a good deal. And then there are the poorer members of the eurozone, because Greece is no longer the poorest member of the club. There are countries like Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, there's Slovakia, there's even Portugal, who have much lower minimum wages than Greece does. And they're saying, hang on, why should we be so generous to the Greeks when actually they pay themselves a lot more than we pay ourselves? So at the end of the day, the Greeks have got to persuade not just Berlin, they've got to persuade all the other ministers in the eurozone to do a deal. So I think this one is going to go very close to the line. Watch this space. This is Quentin Peel for the Financial Times in London.